Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Saints and the Chiefs coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
Okay, ready. And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have...
Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 26 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there is going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Pacheco. And he'll get nothing out of that one. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rashad White. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now 2nd and 9. looking to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, here's White. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. Wiggles free.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
from midfield. Here's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. This offense finding its leg. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
At the Saints' 28-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Let's go now.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Miller running right. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught here by Griffin. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1. Back to throw again. It's caught by Jackson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And taken down just shy of the 40. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Perry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, here's Miller. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Back to throw. Strong. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there of the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. An extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
At the Saints 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kendre Miller. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Griffin taken down at the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Miller. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Again, it's Miller. Oh, what a move. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 86 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. Now for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffin. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Gaddis. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They run the counter. Griffin. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Griffin. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes, maybe.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will bump the lead up to 26. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out come the Chiefs now. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He'll look to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete to Jackson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff really to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards. First down, Saints.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the officials here
Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Bolden. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Bolden. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Strike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. And he finds Howard complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Britt's got it complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Bolden. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory. Or
now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
they tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here's Miller on the read option.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So the Chiefs now down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Bolden. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Bolden. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Bolden. It's caught by Jackson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that,